Hello again, football fans. After a great weekend of football, I hope everybody's ready for the big update. So 3 minutes starting now. You know, we talked about upsets the last 2 weeks. It was nothing like this week. It was everywhere. Arkansas gets their first win in the conference. Dabo and Clemson teach Notre Dame a lesson in a strong win. Oklahoma State, in a big surprise, takes out Oklahoma. And in other news, Georgia takes care of business against Missouri, and Alabama comes on strong against LSU, putting a real strong case to win the West this year. So for anybody that could have picked all of those, that would have been really helpful, wouldn't it? Just so happened, Rick absolutely picked all of those, and it made it night and day with basically a 15-point advantage over his next closest finisher. Rick had a great week, followed by Lewis, Richard, and Shayna tied up. So it was, for the people that picked the right upsets, it was terrific. And in fact, this year has been so tight. By going in and having that sort of week, it actually catapulted Rick all the way up to number 2. So Beth Ann's still at number 1 at 763, a couple points back, Rick, and just a point back is Mindy. It's still a tight race this year, up at the top, actually like 10 points down through the first 6 places. So it's very tight. Now, how did that affect the rest of the players? Well, turns out that Haley didn't have a great week, and she slipped a couple of spots. Richard, thanks to that third place finish, got him out of the bottom, and Luke just a point ahead. But if you'll notice, at 37 points back from the leader, it's actually tighter than it was a week ago. So it is still 100% anybody's race. So what could happen this week? Well, Michigan gets their first test against Penn State. We'll just see what kind of team they have. Alabama has to be careful against a dangerous Kentucky team, but they'll travel up and hopefully can put another W on the board. Georgia will be hosting Ole Miss. And in the battle of the coordinators, OC versus DC under Saban. So I think that could be a really fun game. Meanwhile, the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Duke Blue Devils, in a surprise, actually have a meaningful football game going on. Those are 2 really good teams. And so it's going to be fun to see what happens there while everybody's basically hanging out in the basketball arena to see what happens next over in the Dean Dome. Down in Florida, you got FSU and Miami in what could be a really, really fun game. So with time to spare, my friends, thanks so much. Everybody have a great week. Get your picks in, and good luck this weekend.